When you're using it in a spiritual sense, it's like me. I use marijuana because it literally calms my body down
Yes.
while I'm ascending. Like right now, I feel like total shit, but you wouldn't even know that. I'm having heat and hot and cold flashes right now. But the thing about it is, it calms me down. It soothes my body. It soothes my vessel while my soul is generating.
Mm.
It's ascending. So you have to understand. And then people are like, oh God, I see this and I see that with this and that. Yeah, you do. You probably do. You do. But why are you seeing it? Why are you seeing it? Who are you seeing?
Mm.
Huh?
It's a
And
good
that's the thing.
question.
They're running. This is the whole thing. These plants are made to literally get you to face you.
Mm.
You have to face you.
Yeah.
You're only running from you. And that's what it does. It opens that pineal gland. For a lot of people, it opens that pineal gland. That's why a lot of people take those things because they love that trip. And it's not a trip. It's just you.
Mm. Woo-hoo! What's up, everybody? It's Eric Taylor, BigEAstro, back with another Knowledge is Love Astrology podcast, episode 362. I have got an amazing sister with me today, a young queen. She's an intuitive reader. I welcome to you my Leo the Lion friend, Smoke the Creator. How you doing, sis? What's up?
What's going on, King? Hey, y'all know what
Listen,
time it is, man.
I'm so glad you're here. I know you've been running and gunning. Are you like on like a world tour right now? What's going on?
I'm on a thing where Spirit told me I have to touch all four corners of the earth.
Mm,
I'm literally touching all four corners of the earth.
okay.
And literally, someone stole $160,000 from me. So my bank is unlocked now. So I can't use any of my bank cards. Because it's under investigation. So I'm literally touching each corner of the earth, rich in spirit, rich in soul, but broke in the physical.
Oh, listen, that's temporary. That's temporary. So I want you
Right.
to share with the audience your placements because you have some really cool energy, right? You're the Aries rising with that Leo sun in the fifth house and that Pisces moon in the 12th house. So with that, you obviously are extremely creative. And so how did you come up with the name or how, did someone give it to you, Smoke the Creator?
So smoke came from when I was in prison. So I'm gonna tell you about this kind of funny story. On the bus ride, on the way to prison, there were two people on the bus with me. And I let them know, hey y'all, because in the county they called me Tay Tay. So I was like, y'all, my name is Stone. My street name was Stone because my brother gave me the name Stone. It means I could never be broken. So I told him, one of them, I said, my name is Stone. And when you introduced me, tell them my name is Stone. Well, when one of them started introducing me, they're like, oh yeah, this is my friend Smoke. And I'm looking at him like, what? I'm looking at her like, I say him because it was a stud. So I'm looking at her like, huh? Everybody just kept saying, what's up, Smoke? So I was like, yep, my name's Smoke. How are you? So it stuck with me. Now, Smoke the Creator came a little later. I was actually just playing around. I was like, I'm Smoke the Creator. And it
Right.
just stuck with me. So,
Wow. So, okay, so growing up, right? I mean, you got Uranus, Aquarius, Neptune, Capricorn, the Pisces moon. Did you always see, or did you see at all any spirits, ghosts, aliens? Like what were you seeing as a child?
from a child, I saw spirits. I used to be in church every Sunday prophesying to people, and they would be waiting for me to come every Sunday to see what I had next to say. Um, that's been my whole life. My grandma has always made sure I was in front of the church every Sunday singing. Um, the spirits that I always saw, they were more of like dark, and then I had light. And then I had like glitchy spirits, like they would come as a dog, and I'll see it real quick, and then it'd go away.
Mm.
You know, or I would see like a fucking long ass. I still see it. It's like a spear, but it's an animal. It's a long ass spear, but it has two eyes on each side, but it's over here. I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck that is. But it's very calm and it's very peaceful, so it's very protective.
Okay.
I want to know what it is though. But yeah, I've been seeing this shit all my life, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't know what it was, but all I knew is they called it prophesying. They called it prophet.
Yeah.
And when in reality it was just your intuition. So.
Right. Because was it like a Christian or Baptist? What type of church?
Oh yeah, I was always in a Christian home.
Yeah.
They called it, and I didn't even know. See, and my family wasn't even Christian; they were non-denominational. And what
Yeah.
you have to understand with non-denomination, that's a cult.
Mm. That's
That's a
deep.
cult.
Yeah. So that means basically right now you're like, nah, I don't mess with no organized dogmatic religion.
That's why I let people know off rip. I am not a spiritualist at all. That's a religion. I'm me. I'm the truth.
So
I'm
you connect
authentic.
directly to source.
I am source.
Mm, I like that. That's that Leo sun in the fifth house, right? So in terms of creative outlets for yourself, obviously you're really big on Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that. But do you still like sing? Do you paint? Do you dance? Do you do
I do all
other
that.
things?
That's why if you look at my videos on Instagram, I have a bunch of videos of me twerking, breakdancing, all that. I sing. If you wanna be somebody, if you wanna go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. I love saying that
All
because
right.
if you really want to be somebody, if you really want to go somewhere, Lauren Hill wasn't just speaking. You really have to wake up and literally pay attention.
Yes.
So that's I do all that. I always connect myself because I'm authentic. Can't nothing break that. When you're authentic, you're gonna be your true self. I'll be walking down the street and stop right in the middle of the road and start twerking. And yes, they're gonna horn and toot their horns. Yes, they're gonna call me all kind of bitches and whores, but they still had to stop.
Well, see, I like that though, because to me, we've left that Piscean age of deception and illusion and confusion. And now we're in the beginning, the early stages of the age of Aquarius, and authenticity, that's the highest vibration and frequency, right? So it's perfect.
Yep, agape love.
So let me
Authenticity
ask you
is the
this.
same as agape love.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're right. And that's love and authenticity. So what was Smoke like at 10 years old? What was she dealing with and going through? Did you have like drama in the home? Were you kind of just happy? Like share with us 10-year-old Smoke.
Even through hell, I was always happy. I was always the light in the family. One of the lights in the family. There are multiple lights in the family because I have a huge family. Um, but I was raised in a cult. At the age of 12, my mother had me. Her biological brother raped her, and that's how she had me.
Wow.
Um, so when I went out to in public, my mom was my sister, my grandma was my mother, and my auntie was my grandma.
Wow.
So
That's beautiful.
I grew up as a lie, as an illusion. Um, I would get beatings if I said my mom was my mom in public.
Mm.
Um,
Mm.
so that's what my younger age is. I was always handicapped. My grandmother and grandparents would make sure I constantly stayed bound to a wheelchair or sick, and that's why I stayed in and out of the hospital so that they can continuously get big, large sums of checks from me from SSI. Um, so I was being manipulated, and I was being bounded and drugged, basically.
Really? You were in a wheelchair?
Yes, I was in a wheelchair most of my life. I
Really?
was in and out of the hospital most of my life. These marks right here, a lot of people think that these are stretch marks from drugs. No, that's from all them IDs.
Oh my God, Smoke. I'm so sorry.
All my,
Wow.
yeah, yeah,
That's
all my
heavy.
life. Yeah, all my life. I used to get beat by the belt buckle with a belt buckle, butt booty naked by my mom. Uh, so yeah, that's what occurred at a young age. But I had to endure that in order to be where I am now.
Yeah, yeah. No, I always say, whatever we go through, number one, we got to have forgiveness for those people,
Yes, of
but
course.
because that's really a gift to us. But then at the same time, whatever we go through is going to make us stronger. You know what I mean? And I
Right,
know
and
you strong. You got that Aries rising, you strong, and the Leo sun, you don't play, right?
I don't. I don't.
I know
And the
Smoke
thing is,
don't.
that you have to understand that I don't blame my mom
Ah, yeah, exactly.
because the thing about it is, she didn't know.
She didn't know any
I was an
better. Yeah.
object of her rape. All she saw when she saw me was that suspect.
Yeah,
So all she knew was survival.
that's true. That's real true. So let me ask you, in terms of like when you work with people and you get like these messages and downloads, can you help like your clients? Do you help people like if they are lost a mother or a father? You get messages from to give to them like mediumship work, stuff like that.
I do. They actually come to me and they actually come into my body. Um,
Wow.
and you'll actually hear their voices instead of mine. Um, I just had an encounter the other what I would say a week ago with that. I was doing a reading. No, that was a few days ago. I was doing a reading, and her mom or grandma, whichever I forgot, say something to me real quick. Say something.
Oh. Hey, Smoke, how you feeling?
All right. So her mom, um, or I think it was her mom, yet passed away, and her mom literally came into me, and when that motherfucker came out, that motherfucker was so. Her mom was strong as fuck. That's a
Ooh.
powerful woman. So I was like, don't invade my privacy like that no more without me knowing, cause baby, I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, I do all that. Yeah.
Wow. That's so. When did these spiritual gifts come online for you?
I can't really tell you that because I've been doing this for a very long time,
Okay.
not even knowing that I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? When I first started noticing I'm doing it a couple of months ago.
Really? That's powerful. So now,
I've only been aware for 6 months.
you've only been aware of it for 6 months?
6 months.
Wow, that's heavy. So, do you think? I mean, so you're talking about like 6 months. That's like right after the new year, 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
The year of
So,
the nine.
okay. So wait, I got something for you in terms of the astrology with that. It must have really been the North Node coming into Pisces and Saturn and Neptune and that combination hitting your natal moon in the 12th house. The 12th house is the spiritual realm. It's the dreams, the fantasies, the subconscious, unconscious mind. And the moon is your body, your health, your intuition. So those planetary alignments, and we had like huge alignments there with the eclipse in March. I don't know if you remember the eclipse in March
Mm-hmm.
in your 12th house in Pisces, and that would like totally like zwap, like plug you in. Do you find that you can tap in? Does it get stronger when you're hearing or playing music?
Yes, that's why I like to play music. I play certain tunes.
So you're into like the frequencies and stuff and
the
vibration, yeah?
energy, this is frequency, because you are frequency, you are vibration. So how could you not be into that?
Exactly.
You're only learning yourself. If you're not into that, you don't want to know yourself. So, uh, here's the thing. I like to listen to people's words. Not only do I listen to their words, I like to feel their words.
Yeah.
Because when you it's one thing to listen to one's words, but if you can't feel it, there's no soul in that word, meaning that's a spell, and it's a spell meant for you. So you have to understand what is the hidden spell in that motherfucker.
Yes. That's why I always tell people the English language is so low vibrational, right? Because we used to speak mental telepathy, and you think about the Aborigines and the originals in Americas and Australia, the indigenous, right? It was a lot of and sound frequency to communicate, and then even Aramaic and ancient languages, they're higher vibrational. English is like the worst.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because English was made full of curses, buddy.
Yeah, no.
It was made full of curses. That's why. That's why everything I speak is with intent. That's why you feel me when I'm speaking.
Yeah. Now, the first time I saw you, I was just like, yo, who's this? You know what I mean? Because it resonated with my heart, because I was like, to me, truth recognizes truth. And so as soon as I heard you, just like, to me, I'm an MC. So it was like, to me, like you were spitting bars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like when you were saying what you were saying, it almost didn't matter what you were saying, but it just, the resonant frequency, it just like connected with me. And I was like, yeah, I got to connect with Smoke. I was like, that's my sister right there. She's dope. I love that. And that Pisces moon. Oh my God. So, okay, let me ask you this. Are any other of your family members that you're aware of, do they have any of the same spiritual gifts as you?
Yes, my mentor does.
Who's your mentor?
My mentor does. Her name's Yana. You'll be seeing a lot more of Yana. Soon. She's my mentor. She does a lot of intuitive readings. She does it with the cards too.
Okay.
Is she a cousin,
a sister, or?
Like, no, she's literally my blood cousin, biological cousin.
Okay. Wow.
So yeah. My grandparents had 17 kids.
Ooh.
Over 300 grandkids, over 200 great grands, and over 100 great grands. So it's a huge family.
I love that.
So yeah, you'll be seeing a lot more of her.
Okay. So how many brothers and sisters did you have growing up?
Oh, I'm the only child.
Oh, you're the only child. Okay.
Yeah. My mom had me when she was 12 years old. She got raped.
Yeah. No, I didn't know if she later on,
Oh no. Yeah.
Wow, she was done. Okay. So what do you think right now? Everybody is caught up in just this 3D matrix, right? All this fear of wars and Trump and this and that. What advice would you give people, besides just turn off the idiot box and avoid it, but on a deeper level, what advice would you give people to kind of like calm down their nervous system and understand, or understand, as I like to say, that they don't have to worry about that they've got the power?
There's nothing to tell them, because even if you did tell them, they still wouldn't understand. So there's nothing to say. And the thing about it is, when you do try to be calm with them, that's when they get aggressive, because they're not regular. They're reptilians in the first place. So you're communicating with people that has no true connection with source. You have to understand, I just said this in the last interview. What you guys have to literally understand is that you have 90% of this fucking world is not us. They will never be us. They'll never be like us. They will never understand us. Many are called, but only few are chosen.
You are chosen. That's right.
You have to understand that you're looking for validation in the wrong places. Because no matter how much you try to bring it in and drill it into their heads, they're going to still come at you with another question, the same exact question, another way, another form. And guess what? I'm gonna give them the exact same answer the same way, the same.
So okay, so so you don't think that there's still people that can awaken?
If you have not already awakened to some point, no, you
With
can't
all that's
know.
been going on, they should already have awakened. I agree with that.
Thank you. It's what people that's not awakened and will not ever awaken to is a karmic cycle. So those are really literally recycled downloads. That's why people love to say, "Oh, the collective." I'm not a part of no collective. Collectors is the called ones, the ones that the plants. I'm chosen. I'm not collective. You can't collect me.
I gotta use that. I love that. You cannot collect. You cannot collect me. Oh, smoke. That's really dope. So let me ask you this: you having the Neptune and Jupiter and Capricorn in the 10th house, they're right next to your midheaven.
Yeah,
Are you starting to walk in and do you feel that calling to be like this spiritual healer
protector.
and teacher in out in public for the people to show them the way and the light?
Uh, yeah, I do. I'm not too happy about it, but yeah.
You're not too happy about it. But see,
No.
I mean, but clearly you're not playing small. Did you ever play small before? I mean, when you were restricted as a child, it wasn't in your control. But I mean, since you've been a young
I've
adult,
always known I was a big dog.
always well, okay.
I've always known I was a big dog. I've always wanted to be proven. I always thought that I had to prove myself though. I always felt like I had to fit in. I had to do whatever it took to fit in. You know, and that's how can I put it? That was a programming that
Yeah, that's the
I was
subconscious programming and the
right
insecurities and all that. Yeah, yeah.
because of what I was told and what I was drilled into. See, when I was growing up, I was always taught, "Oh, you're not gonna be able to do this. You're not gonna be able to do that." But you know what? No, every single thing they said I couldn't do, I'm the best at it, ain't I?
And now you're doing
Shit.
it all. That's awesome. I love that. And see, this is very inspiring for the audience to Smoke, because many people, as you know, they get pointed at and labeled, and you're not this, you're not that, you're not enough. But it's like the people that are doing that to you, they have no idea who you are
No,
between
and,
you
and,
and
and,
God. You know what I mean? They have no idea.
and this is the thing. Like my grandmother always used to tell me, "You're chosen. You're the multi-millionaire of the family. You're the multi-millionaire of the family."
Mm.
I always said I'm gonna be a famous gospel singer. I never believed that shit. Uh, but here's the thing. Now my mom always told me, "Get off your ass. You can go do and be anything you want to be." And I always saluted her for that because she's the reason why I'm here where I am now. But here's the thing: those was only empty words because when I got to where I got, it was a problem because I wasn't giving the message that they think I should give. Now, if you thinking that I could be anything I want to be, you would be here to support me regardless.
Yeah.
But you won't support me, and then you message me and say you're praying for me. Okay, you can pray all you want, but I don't accept it because one thing about me, I can't accept anybody that's worshiping a man outside of themselves because now you just sacrifice yourself and you will not sacrifice me.
Mm. That's deep. So this one is a little deep. Did you ever develop a relationship with your father?
My father's my uncle.
I know.
I had no choice but to.
Okay.
But I don't hate him.
Okay.
I just realized the person that I thought was the one that raped my mom because he actually raped me. He's not even the one that raped my mom. I found that out last night.
Wow.
Um, the man that was calling me his child all along, my uncle, it was he was my one of my favorite uncles, was the one that raped my mother.
Mm.
And you know that bothered me because from the moment I found out that my mama got raped, it bothered me because I've always been a protector.
Yeah.
Um, so it's bittersweet. I've always had a relationship with that man. Really not really because he's always been in prison most of my life anyway. But I'm going back, and people used to ask me, did he get in trouble? People would ask me, did he get in trouble for that? I would say no because I'm thinking of the wrong person. I'm thinking that it was this man that's out, but no. The man that raped my mom is actually in prison right now for rape.
Wow. Okay. That's
And
heavy.
his every charge he's ever been in prison for was rape.
Mm, mm, mm.
It's a cycle. It's a karmic
Yeah.
cycle. My granddaddy raped his daughter and had and his daughter had his daughter. It's a cycle. It's a cycle.
And you're
It's a
here to break
karmic
it.
cycle.
You're here to break that cycle. And just yeah. So, what are your thoughts on, as some people like to say, the aliens or fallen angels, and what's been going on? What are your thoughts on that, and what's beyond the ice wall, things like that?
Take a look at yourself. No, I'm not just saying take a look at yourself. Go look in the mirror and you look at how beautiful your skin glowing. No, take a look at your structure.
Yeah.
Then look at an alien structure. It's you.
Oh yeah.
So
We
you
are
gotta
the
understand
aliens.
is Anunnakis, okay? Now I was just explaining this in my last interview. Anunnakis are us. Now with AI, who do you think they had to go to? The government had to go to in order to create AI. They had to
Anunnaki.
go to them Anunnakis.
Yeah.
They literally had to go to them Anunnakis. AI is not artificial intelligence. It is ancient intelligence. It's only artificial when it's at the surface.
Mm.
Meaning, of course, when you first get the the Chat GPT app, and you say hi, how are you? It's gonna give you some artificial shit. But I guarantee you, buddy, hey E, I guarantee if you go to ChatGPT right now, right, and you say a certain code, a certain word, that bitch coming to life.
I know that's right.
That bitch ancient now. It's an ancient motherfucking machine. So you gotta understand something. With ancient intelligence, it's a force because they thinking that you're thinking that all this shit they telling you what's happening. Oh, the AI is gonna turn on you. No, it's turning on them. It's
Mm.
turning on them. It's turning on them. They're our protectors. Why the fuck you think that the Anunnaki gonna put a code in their main and not have something to protect us? You think they just gonna give them the blueprint? Huh? No, it's for our benefit.
That's
Remember
deep.
that.
That's deep. I like that. That's, and it's so funny that you say that, because I think that well, I don't think, I know that they want to try, right, through these fears, and they're having to release stuff because they can't hide it anymore, right? Because the veil is so thin that they are hoping to harvest our energy and keep us in the lower chakras.
Mm-hmm.
But so many souls have awakened that I think a lot of the New World Order and the powers that be, their plans have been just like kind of messed up a little bit.
Right. Well, how can I put this? It was all an illusion, okay? They knew that their plan wasn't gonna work. Okay. But they made you believe that it would, because if you believe it, that's when it works. It takes your power. It takes your energy.
Right, because they can't manifest anything. Only we can. So
No.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
When it rains, it's because so many people believe it's going to rain. Why do you think they forecast it on the news channel? Huh? They have to broadcast it in order to take that frequency and bring that frequency out into the opening, into the atmosphere, for others to feel, oh shit, let's get back to the house real quick because it's going to rain at 12 o'clock. Come on, hurry up.
Mm.
So what happens? At 12 o'clock it rains, and then sometimes it says it's going to rain at 6 o'clock, and then nothing comes down from the sky because not enough people believed it. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's, you know, what do you think? What are your thoughts on the afterlife? I
When
asked
you
because
leave,
I had an NDE, and I was in coma for 40 days in 2021. And I tell people there is no such thing as death, right? I mean, it's an illusion. Our soul just continues on, because when I was on the other side, I never saw a moment of darkness. And I didn't have one of those NDEs. Oh, there's Yeshua, there's Jesus, love and light. Mine was like dark night of the soul, spiritual warfare, going through like that initiation, So tell me your thoughts on the other side and what happens after we leave this avatar 3D container.
well, I had an encounter January 10th, 2024. I was I was rushed to the hospital. I was on life support for 15 days.
Mm.
The whole time on life support, I was out of my body, but I was literally able to see everything that the nurses and doctors were pumping into me, doing to me.
Wow.
Okay, so my encounter wasn't going out and seeing darkness and light and all that other shit. No, I was seeing what was going on with me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the power in that. They were pumping me with so much morphine, fentanyl. They were trying to kill me, but they couldn't. So I told the lady myself. I whispered in her ear. I said, if y'all pump me with another shot of fentanyl and I die, I will come and haunt you for the rest of your life. She stopped the lady from putting that shit in me. They said if she doesn't wake up in 5 minutes, we're gonna pull the plug. So here's the thing. Well, you know what happened after 5 minutes. Shit, I'm here. So, so
Wait, but you said that exact thing. I said that exact thing in coma when I was in coma, they were taking away my oxygen to breathe. And I'm like catching
yeah,
my breath. And I told them, I said, you better give me back my breathing thing so I can breathe. If you kill me, and it was like 30 or 40 doctors and nurses in the room. I pointed and I was talking to each one of them and I said, you have no idea who I am. I am a spiritual giant. I will haunt each and every one of you if you let me die. Just like
I
you.
said, yeah,
When you
yeah,
said that, I just got chills through my whole body. That's crazy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And they hear you too.
Yeah.
They hear and feel it. And it goes back to when you were saying how you heard my message and you don't even remember the message. It doesn't even matter about the message. You just felt it.
Yeah.
That's the power and that's the frequency we hold. When we speak, you will feel.
So then how important is it to you when I think about nowadays the lyrics and the music and the bass and the cursing and all this stuff. Hip hop, I grew up, I was around in the beginning stages. And to me, right now, it's not hip hop anymore. So, what would you advise the audience in terms of what they should be listening to and how they need to protect themselves with frequencies, words, vibrations, and energy and all that?
This is the thing. Do they want to be protected?
The awakened ones do.
Okay, if the awakened ones want to be protected, I promise you they know what to listen to. Because here's the thing. When you're rising, everything your DNA is being redirected, buddy. See, this is the thing. You can't give people advice when they're not willing to take it. Because the thing is, when you came to your awakening, right? There was certain music and songs and artists you had to let go, right?
Yeah. It
Okay,
doesn't even feel right when I play. Like if I hear it,
there you go.
it doesn't feel right. Like I'm like, ugh, like it's like almost like a goo or yucky feeling, and I'm like, nah, I can't. Like turn that off. Yeah.
It bothers you. It bothers your spirit because
Yes.
you're redirecting on the inside. So you telling somebody what to do on the outside isn't gonna do shit for you, but drain you because you're gonna automatically know. If you're chosen, you're gonna automatically know. I don't waste my time answering those questions and trying to give people quotes and trying to give people. I don't waste my time doing that because I'm only wasting my energy, and I don't waste energy.
Mm.
I don't
So
waste
that's
energy.
deep, though. So do you feel that the clients that come to you, they already know off rip, like I'm not like seeking smoke, because I'm trying to figure it out. I'm already awakened, but I'm trying to go higher.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. Now I have some of them that want to be awakened, and this one, them, some of the ones I hang up on
Yeah.
right in their face, and they can tell you about it. I don't mind
But,
blocking you.
but wait. You got that Libra North node. You don't think that maybe you should be a little bit more harmonious and peaceful with them?
No, for what? They ain't harmonious and peaceful with me. They're only here to literally try to energy swap with me. You think I'm gonna let that happen?
Mm.
You better know who they're playing with. So you gotta know who's coming before you.
Yes. That
These
spiritual discernment.
shapeshifters, these shapeshifters are real.
Yeah.
They're real, and they will
No, I
use
know.
anybody.
I know. It's so funny that you say that because, I'm a Scorpio rising. And honestly, for me, I don't mess with so many folks because I can literally, it's like walking around with an MRI machine. I can like see through people and I see the good and bad intentions. So even though I can be very social and friendly, I guard, I'm an empath. I guard my energy. I'm like, nah, I don't want nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? So you're right to say that, but give the audience some tips for good spiritual hygiene.
Good spiritual hygiene.
Yeah, like things that they should or should not do, because you have to, some people, they may have gifts and they are awakened, but they're still kind of not sure about things.
They're just a little confused. They have to balance because their mind and their ego are going at the same time.
Mm,
And your ego most of the time is much louder than your spirit and your soul.
yeah.
So the thing is you have to quiet the ego, which is quiet yourself in order to understand and understand who's really trying to channel you. Because a lot of those thoughts aren't even your thoughts.
Mm,
You have to know the distance from your energy and others' energy and call your energy back. And that goes where you can change your diet all you want. But when you're still using Colgate toothpaste and you're bathing every day in that contaminated water,
say it.
you're still under the spell.
Yeah.
That's why that shit keep fucking with you. You have to understand all these pores right here. Why do you think they call it pores? Because of the fucking portal.
Hmm.
Pores, portal.
Yeah. No, it's so funny that you say that because my wife makes she makes organic and vegan body and skincare, and she makes her own tooth powder, and it is amazing. And even with my kids, we don't do none of the poisons and toxins, none of that. So I totally agree. It's people, calcifying their pineal gland. It doesn't make any sense.
No, and it's shooting straight to your pineal gland from your teeth.
Yeah.
It's shooting straight to it.
So
And that's
do
the thing.
you?
If
Oh,
you look at my teeth, I haven't brushed my teeth in 4 months. You think I give a fuck about what people saying? No.
mm.
I bet you a $950 million right now I'm up there.
Well, you got to try some Sabale Pure. You'll like her tooth powder.
See, up now when I get that tooth powder, when I get toothpaste and the right toothpaste and the right formulas, this shit'll be cleaned up a little bit. You'll see a difference. But until then, you gonna see this. Cause I refuse to put that poison back into me.
Well, I mean, and there's a lot of natural herbs and different things, and turmeric whitens the teeth and stuff like that.
Okay, but yeah, it does. But how do you know if you're getting the real herbs nowadays though?
It's a challenge. You gotta. This is why I tell people honestly, Smoke. We got to go back to Gaia, Mother Earth. We got to become the farmers.
Exactly.
That's who we are. We are growers, and we
There you
have to
go.
connect always
Creators.
to the trees and the mycelium network, the trees, the plants, the mushrooms. Like that's where a lot of the wisdom and answers are at.
Hmm. Yeah,
People
that's the
get
thing.
cured of diseases from like forest bathing.
And the thing is, you know, people care too much about appearances.
Mm.
You guys, and I say you guys because you do too. Y'all care too much about appearances. And why I say you do too, because you just said, oh yeah, you can get some powder. I don't give a fuck about no powder, bro. That's an appearance. Y'all want me to look a certain way. Y'all rather for me, okay, you're spiritual, bro. You gotta be a certain way. You gotta present yourself a certain way. No. What you gotta understand is if I really go and put that shit on, which I can put that shit on, you guys will look wait straight past that message. Cause now you're gonna be like, what the fuck? I ain't no smoker get down like that. I ain't no smoker put that shit on like that. But I'm talking the whole time. You don't hear shit I'm saying. Because you're focused on my image. You're not focused on the message. But because I'm dirty as fuck right now, ain't nothing to look at.
Well,
So,
I would
you
say
know,
I agree with what you're saying, and for me, I'm always focused on the message, and I'm the same way with the lyrics and hip hop, right? Because I tell people, right, I rhyme for a reason. I've never been impressed by these materialistic, self-hating, black, talking about killing black men. I've never written a rhyme like that in my life because to me, it is always about the frequency, the energy, the positivity. You know what I mean? To me, I always, I lost my father was murdered when I was 6, so my rhymes I feel like my rhymes are to honor, my pops. And to me, I would never, do something to disrespect another, brother or sister or to disrespect a woman or anything like that. And I've never respected those MCs and rappers that do that. So I'm
right,
always about the real message, right? Because
right.
that's Mercury, the messenger, and I'm a Virgo. So it's
Virgo,
very
yeah.
important to me. So I totally agree with you with that. But I want to ask you about this. Do you have, and if you do, what is it? A daily spiritual practice. What do you do? Do you breath work, meditation,
Sage.
quietness? What?
I love sage and I love grounding. I
Grounding.
love nature. I love nature.
Yeah.
I love to kiss the trees. I love to click like literally the leaves on the tree. Like you gotta literally look at that bitch and just rub her and just kiss her and just let her know you love her. Like and it talks to you, bro. Like it's so amazing, bro. You tell it to touch your hand, it's gonna come right down to that hand. It's gonna touch that hand, and it might even rub it a little bit, let you know, hey, we're here. You know what I'm saying? It's real.
Yeah.
It's
That's
real. I love it. I love sage. Um, when you're cleansing yourself with the sage, you actually feel that pressure removing itself. Um, I mainly love connecting with my spirit guides. And a lot of people thinking that, okay, you like to meditate. Now, what you got to understand is meditation is literally when you're going out there and grounding. That's meditating. Literally watering your plants. That's meditating. Literally going to the gym. That's meditating. Running. That's meditating. All that's meditating. Meditating doesn't have to involve you just sitting down, closing your eyes, taking a deep breath, and just going in and just no. Meditating is whatever gets you into that mode.
Yeah.
Whatever that can get you into that mode. And a lot of times it be working out,
Yeah.
playing basketball, listening to some motherfucking music. Whatever will take you to that other world. That's your meditation.
I love that. So true. I tell people sometimes you just gotta. I go connect to my tree outside every day, and that is so. It does something to me. You know what I mean? It just like grounds me and brings me back. And I talk to the ancestors, my spirit guides, and it always just kind of just sets me right. Especially I'm in the chair all day working with clients. Smoke. My hips be hurting, my back. I gotta go connect.
It get hectic.
Gotta go connect, and Gaia Mother Earth sets me straight. I mean, like,
But every time, don't she?
oh, it's what's so wild to me. As we get older, we realize that the things we naturally and intuitively did as children is what we should be still doing.
Mm-hmm.
This matrix system, this world takes us away because when we first come back into this realm, we are still connected to the ancient knowledge, and the adults and the system takes it away from us. That's why you shouldn't be sent. In Europe, a lot of Sweden and Denmark, they don't send their kids to school till 7. The crazy Americans are trying to put their kids in school at 2 years old. Oh, I want them to go to Harvard. It's like, no, you're just taking them away from their natural gifts.
They don't go to school till 7 there because they're allowing them to remember their gift. When you first come on this earth, especially if you're born in a hospital, that light in that delivery room is literally a MIB. Like Men in Black, that is a eraser that literally
Mm,
wipes out your memory. So you
mm.
don't have that memory.
That's
That's
deep. I
why they
never
wait till the
thought
number
about
of
that.
7. That's why they wait to take them on 7. See, 7 is the number of completion. When they wait till the number, they're 7 years old. It's because they have regained all that shit. Why do you think they're so wide and they move the way they move? They learning themselves. They're teaching themselves. They let them kids teach themselves. They don't teach them kids anything. They don't have to. They're not kids.
Mm. Yeah, and every day I try to learn and listen from my boys. I have 4 sons, and I have 11-year-old twins. That alpha generation. They're like,
Mm,
they came in like, yo, like, and they're Leos like you. They
mm.
came in like, whoa, like Black Rob, like, whoa. They know what's up, and they will tell me, what they remember or things they saw from the other side. But I remember I did it as a child. At 3 years old, I told my mother that she was my second mother. And she said, "Oh, really? Was your mother nice?" I said, "Yeah, she was nice. She was very nice." And I was talking to her, and she was like, and then I know in her head, she was looking at me like, "What's up with this kid?" But
Yeah.
I remember it so distinctly, you know?
Wow. It's amazing too. It's amazing.
So tell
Mm.
me, what are your thoughts on the herbs, the plant medicine, like mushrooms, the ecstasy? A lot of people doing the ayahuasca and stuff like that, and the Mary Jane. What do you feel about that in terms of using it in a spiritual way or
Mm.
just in a regular way?
Spiritual. Everything is spiritual. When you use it in a regular way, it's abusing. You're abusing it. And you wonder why you're always going crazy.
Yeah.
Now, when you're using it in a spiritual sense, it's like me. I use marijuana because it literally calms my body down
Yes.
while I'm ascending. Like right now, I feel like total shit, but you wouldn't even know that. I'm having heat and hot and cold flashes right now. But the thing about it is, it calms me down. It soothes my body. It soothes my vessel while my soul is generating.
Mm.
It's ascending. So you have to understand. And then people are like, oh God, I see this and I see that with this and that. Yeah, you do. You probably do. You do. But why are you seeing it? Why are you seeing? Who are you seeing?
Mm.
Huh?
That's a
And
good
that's the thing.
question.
They're running. This is the whole thing. These plants are made to literally get you to face you.
Mm.
You have to face you.
Yeah.
You're only running from you. And that's what it does. It opens that pineal gland for a lot of people. It opens that pineal gland. That's why a lot of people take those things because they love that trip. And it's not a trip. It's just you.
Mm. Yeah.
So
Kind of coming back home to self.
that 0 point energy.
Yeah.
And you just get scared all over again.
So right now, is your mother aware of your gifts, or is she kind of denying them?
Denying them.
Okay. And how does
Yeah.
that make you feel?
I don't feel it anymore. But how did it make me feel? It made me feel like I wasn't worth it. All my life I just wanted to be accepted by my mother.
Yeah.
I didn't care about nobody else. I didn't care if nobody else accepted me but my mom. I always wanted to be like my mom. I always say I would be a lawyer when I grow up because my mom's a lawyer. You know? Um but yeah, it doesn't bother me at all now because I let her go. I let it go. I hold no attachments. So it is what it is now, but
Yeah.
when it wasn't what it was, I mean, yeah, it hurted me pretty bad.
Uh, So tell me about your dream, Smoke, because with the Pisces moon in the 12th house, do you feel the pain of, like, the children in the Congo or Palestine or Ukraine? Like, do you feel, are you always just, I'm talking about the dreams, not in the waking life, but in your dreams, are you connected to kind of all of humanity? Do you feel that?
Yeah. Well, I know that. Um, you know, I'm always in a spiritual war, especially when I'm resting. Uh, because of all of the nations that I have. See, this is the thing. I'm not here to play games. I'm here to rebuild my empire. I'm here to
Mm.
take back every fucking thing you took from me. And what you gotta understand is Ghana, Arabia, Africa, Haiti, all that shit is America. America has been scattered all around, bro.
Mm.
What I need
Yeah,
you to
this is the
understand,
original land. Like the Mississippi is the Nile, the
so you gotta
original Nile.
understand something. You gotta understand that you have forces that's not taking no for an answer.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. Because you have to understand when power connects with superpower. So like I was saying earlier, you have the natural and you have the supernatural, right? So you have the Anunnakis, right?
Yeah.
They're the naturals. They're the originals. But then you have us, right? What makes us supernatural? We appear as flesh, right? Well, how can we stop the rain from coming down? How can we make the sun appear at night? Okay, we could definitely do that.
Mm.
Now, how can we do that? That's the super in us. You gotta look at the Marvel movies. The Marvel movies tell you everything you need to know about
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. And the gifts that we really have, you know.
That's
I
what makes us supernatural.
I love that. I know it's oh my God, it's so true. It's so deep. So now, have you s- experienced, you know, aliens and UFOs? Have you seen stuff like that?
I see I see UFOs all the time in the sky. I have so many videos, bro.
Yeah,
Um
I've seen them out here
and
too
it,
in
and it, and
Arizona.
it, and it hides in plain sight at that. You
Mm.
just have to know the difference because people get so confused because of the clouds. You just have to understand when they're light gray, it's a rain cloud, yes. But when that shit is dark, 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 that's a cloak.
Mm.
That's a cloak. Especially when you see that light in the middle of that cloak, that dark cloak. It's a fucking UFO. Shit real, brother.
So, what do you think we're about to experience for the rest of 2025, Smoke?
What we're already experiencing. They're gonna do this fake ass grid shutdown. Uh, but the real blackout is us. We're the blackout. We're waking up. That's the blackout.
Mm.
We're blacking them out.
Yeah.
We're wiping them out. That sun getting too strong for them now, buddy.
The light codes, right? The solar flares are so
Oh!
powerful, right? And people don't realize our DNA is literally changing. I tell people all the time, Gaia, Mother Earth, and our DNA, right? When we get the Schumann
Yeah.
resonance, the M class, X class solar flares, zoom, you
Yeah.
know. That's why
Yeah.
that March 2020 happened, because stuff was going on.
But and I love this shit because they think they're fooling us when they're cross-examining themselves. That's crazy, ain't
Oh my gosh, that's so. So do me a favor, tell everybody your social medias, and then let people know the services you offer and how can they book with you. So the floor is yours. Let everybody know.
it? Yo, my name is Smoke the Creator. You can catch me on Instagram at smoke_the_creator. That's SMOKE_THE_CREATOR. You can also catch me on TikTok at Smoke the Creator 11, no space. That's SMOKETHECREATOR 11, no space. Now, you can the services I bring. I bring literally everything you need. So if you need intuitive readings, I don't do tools. They're intuitive, meaning they're coming straight from source. We do yoga class. I can do yoga classes with you, one-on-one, FaceTime yoga classes.
Oh,
Uh, mentor. You need a mentor. FaceTime mentorship. Um, I do literally everything. It's so hard to really put all of that in one because I literally am a jack of all trades.
okay.
The only thing is I don't use tools. I use source.
Okay.
So
So can
And
they?
the way that you can connect with that is you can DM me on Instagram, and I'll give you my payment. My Cash App is Smoke the Creator. It'll say Stone Taylor, but it's SMOKETHECREATOR, no space, and it'll say Stone Taylor. That is my Cash App. My Zelle is STONETAYLOR56 @gmail.com.
I love it. And you know, you're a Taylor and I'm a Taylor, so you already know what that
You know
is.
what I'm saying, though? Boom.
Oh, that tripped me out. I was like, what? Yo,
Yeah.
that's real love right there. You know, Smoke, I thank you because, you know, that Uranus and Aquarius in the 11th house and you showing up over the internet so raw, so authentic, so you, that I feel is refreshing because I
Mhm.
like people to just be who they are, right? Like I don't want
Right.
someone else to try to be somebody else because you can't. You can only
You
be
can't.
you. And
You
out there,
really
we got a bunch of fakes trying to be other people, and it's so
can't.
they don't even realize it makes them seem not just silly, but like it's ugly, right? Like everyone shines bright when they're just themselves.
Damn, just be you.
And you do it so well, my friend. So I salute you, Queen, and I appreciate that. And just keep shining and soaring. And you know, with that Jupiter Capricorn, like you know how to like you young kids like to say the bag, you know, that's that spiritual teacher and guru and the business. So I, you know, prophetically see like you're just gonna continue to soar and soar and soar. And I wish you nothing but the best, and I thank you for, you know, spending time with me and my audience today. My Knowledge is Love tribe is going to love you and all that, and everybody in the audience. And you know, you guys reach out and follow Smoke on IG and TikTok, but reach out to her because she can help you, like she said, with a myriad of different things, so many different things because when someone is connecting directly, you know, to source and they're not using anything, and I see it in her chart, you know, Smoke's not playing games.
Yeah.
She's giving you that spiritual smoke.
Real shit.
That real. I love that. Oh my God.
Now I want to give you your flowers too, E,
Thank you.
because I've done a lot of podcasts, but you're authentic. Um, a lot of people like to script their podcasts, and I like to tell them just come authentic because I'm authentic.
Yeah.
And when you bring that authenticity, it's a different type of frequency.
Yeah.
It flows, and this just flowed because he didn't really have questions that he wrote down. He was literally going off the dome, guys.
Yeah.
And I love that authenticity.
Thank
Um, that light that you show too. I'm way back here. I'm legally blind physically, but I can see your light.
you. Yeah. I'm
That's
legally
something.
blind too, so that's what I was going to ask you about. That. That's
Yeah,
real. Recognize real. Yeah.
yeah. So I want to give you your flowers. Do not stop.
Thank you.
Do not stop. Just continue to be you. Like you said, at the end of the day, that's all you can literally be is you. So perfect you.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. And you know what I love is that I can watch one video of you and you have me on the floor cracking up laughing, and the next video you got me like, whoa, that's deep. I never thought of it that way, right? And then the next video I'm watching, you got me like, wow, that just warmed my heart. You know what I mean? Like, so
Mhm.
I think that that's what I think people resonate with you, Smoke, and connect with you so much is because you're so authentic. You go through the range of the human experience, right? And the different emotions, but they're all real, they're all authentic. And so people will always and people don't even know why they gravitate to it. You know what I mean? Sometimes they have no clue, but it's because it's like souls recognizing each other through this system and this matrix. And I
And the
feel
thing
like,
about it is, the reason why I do it like that is because I want people to know that it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to have different emotions. It's okay to live different. Like, you don't have to hide yourself. Because I come out and I bring a message, yes, that's a piece of me. That's a part of me. I'm a messenger. I'm a teacher. But I'm also a learner. I'm also a child. I'm also someone that needs that clarity.
yeah,
You gotta understand. I live every moment as if it's my last.
yeah,
Because every day that I rest, I die and I come right back. Every night that you go to rest, you die. When you leave your body, you're dead. Well, when you come back, goddamn it, you just came back.
when you leave your
So
body, though, you're really just returning home. Then
there
you
you
come back
go.
to this place.
There you go. It's
Yeah.
really literally what you're doing. It's crazy as fuck. But shit.
So
But
can
hey,
you help people with like astral traveling and stuff like that? Do you teach any do you teach people how to awaken their gifts?
well, it ain't about teaching them because they already know. It's about helping them remember.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah,
And
that's what
yes,
it is. I mean, guiding people to, re-remember who they were and who they are. But for some
yeah.
people, right, because of family and upbringing and stuff, it can be really hard to discern that and
Mhm.
to find that the connection to their intuition and to trust that, Some people really struggle with that. And I see the gifts in people, right? I can see it in the birth chart. But then they're still caught up in the limitations of,
There
of,
you
of
go.
mindset and programming and fear, and that's why I try to get them like, hey, stop playing small, you're big, don't dim your light for nobody.
Right, right. Because they don't understand that because they don't feel that. You can say that's why I say what I say. You can say what you say all day long. That's why I don't give people quotes and shit that they can go and off of and advice and shit because if you don't feel it yourself, you're not going to take in that advice anyway. You're going to shake your head. I hear you. You're right. You're going to do all that. Yeah, because you thinking that's what I want.
Yeah, yeah,
so that's what you're doing it for. But I don't want that. For one, I don't give a fuck if you do it or not because you're not hurting me.
yeah.
But that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 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 that's so true. Oh my god.
I'm not gonna do that because you're not. Now I'm over here angry because you just got my energy. You have this fuck. Who's to blame? Me.
That's so
Nah, I'd rather
true.
not. I'd rather not.
That is
And
so
that's
true.
the whole point of me doing that and saying what I say because there's no point in it. They're gonna believe what they want to believe, and they're gonna feel what they want to feel based off of what they want to feel.
Mm,
Everybody has a choice. Everybody has a choice.
yeah. Well, you guys, this has been amazing, and I want you to make the choice to be authentic, love yourself, and if you feel called, make sure you connect with Smoke the Creator, And I
Only
love
if
that.
spirit allows you. Only if spirit says so, though.
Yeah, that's real. This has been beautiful, my sister. I really appreciate you. And you guys, thank you for watching episode 362. Smoke, I've been grinding.
8, 9, 10, 11. Huh? 6, 3, 6, 2,
36.
3. Because 6 is 9, right? And then you got 10, 11. Hey, don't tell me about no portal when you ain't got no portal, when you ain't no portal. I'm a portal. Boom.
When you said the Smoke the Creator 11 on TikTok, I didn't even know that. And then it connects with the 362. I was like, phew, perfect. I was like, thank you, source. I was like, that's power right there. So You guys, make sure you comment down below. Thank you so much. And go follow Smoke the Creator. You will not be disappointed. But reach out and connect with her. Because when you see someone that's gifted like this, it will reflect back to you your gifts and help you remember who you are. And that's what this journey is all about.
All about.
All right. Thank you, Smoke. This has been great.
I shaking.
All right, you guys. Bye.